But who would like to bring us up to speed? Maybe even a recap of like what is happening besides the immediate of where you are in the Crooked Hills and what just happened, for a little inspiration.
Well, let's see here. So you say immediate recap of what is happening story-wise overall.
Yeah, it's we skipped a week, so a little refresher of like any broad strokes and then any recent stuff.
Making our way to Karakara, because I couldn't remember Bastion's name for a second. Making our way to Karakara, we got like a little like intro view from Durin. Durin? Yes. Names. Durin. About like Durham. Sorry, there it is. The about what Karakara state is in. The massive hole, the way the city is, the people, the mass abundance of people. Then while we were there, we did some researching. Layla's has made a return to the group. So has Whispers. With that, Layla's brought baggage that why not? More baggage. Whispers has brought his wonderful self, or their wonderful self. We have sort of put the Children of the Darkshire on a hold. I believe they're still sort of hidden away in a hidey hole. While we're in Karakara, we got some information about possible leads, things to like progress towards, make trackings. We picked up on the she's not a night hag, right? That's not what she was.
She is.
She's
okay.
A hag.
A hag.
Okay.
Yeah, a hag.
Yeah. We got a lead on a hag, and at the moment I don't remember her name. Her name was it's great, but like her name was wild to me. She got a lead on her, and Durham is I guess if I remember correctly, he gave us a little insight that he was receiving dreams from her, that she was like talking to him in his dreams about he should not be around, he should not be like coming to look for her, it's not his place, etc., etc. And with that, he had markers of places to like recognize. And while we were venturing around Karakara, we ran across one of the markers, which so happened to also be her actual home. And we made the group decision. She no longer needs to live. We jumped her in her house and proceeded to obliterate her. And then in the utmost of like incredible fashion, Rainier decided to leave the human plane and have a 1v1, cast the light of dawn upon her in her little inseparable plane, and then brought her back to ours, where she proceeded to get jumped by like 4 more people. After we had dealt with some of the amazing dropkick goblins that she had in her backyard, they love to try to dropkick something. And now we've done that. We've accomplished the fight against her. I don't think we fully left her house. I think we are sitting here now, and her domain or her area has started to crumble, and it's reverting back to what it was. But I think we're still sitting there in the forest right now, about to make our way back to Karakara, I believe, to give an update about her.
Yeah. We saved a hostage, right?
Yes, him.
We sure
dwarf.
did.
No. Sure did. Yeah.
No,
sorry.
sorry.
Happen. Okay.
A bold glutton belly.
A bold.
Yeah, go ahead and take inspiration. Thank you very much for that. To add clarity, you have escaped her realm, which collapsed. It's seemingly she was living in like a pocket dimension reminiscent of the Fey realm. Which upon her death began to collapse, and you made your swift escape without being collapsed inside, lost between realms forever. You are having made you
items.
correct, yeah, having snatched some magic items on the way out. And you are, right in the forest, where you had entered her realm. You're outside of it with your saved hostage, who I believe has been healed. And I think the last thing you had mentioned was you to escort him through the hills back to Karakara. And just as a reminder, I know I mentioned it to because Durham had taken the two items. One was the potion of advantage, and the other was a pouch of pixie dust. The potion does what it does on the tin, gives you advantage, I believe, for any roll, and I think it's like one roll in the next hour will have any advantage. And the pixie dust is one sprinkle. I believe it will make you invisible.
Fly for an hour or something like that, I thought.
Fly from it. Yeah, I should double check that because I didn't create those items.
I think also this is like a side fact that you
I
mentioned.
know that one.
Here, child, stop yelling at me. I think like a side fact that you mentioned was the night hag, or the hag, was not part of a coven. She seemed to be a solo hag.
Yeah. We're no other hags around her. Yeah.
So that way, like for our records, it's at least like we're not gonna get jumped by like the other two sisters who were like, "Hey, you killed our sister."
Yeah, it does not seem like she has anyone who loves her that would care about her passing. She's maybe too much of a nasty girl.
She's a super freak, super freak.
Oh, by the way, on the updated thing, getting to pull things into the favorites bit, like my Bardic Inspiration, the Zephyr, like the charged things, it fucking rules. You can like drag resources over into the favorites thing, and it'll just put it'll keep them there on the front of your character sheet.
I wonder if that's how the resource thing works. If you have to drag the feature over.
Well, I tried to edit some of them directly, and it kept resetting. But if I drag the feature over, then they're just there under the little favorites tab. So I've got like my potions. I've got the Bardic Inspiration, Spikes of the Zephyr, Chime of Opening, Wand of Secrets.
Okay, good. I know the default tidy sheet also has the favorite feature as well. But good to know that this
it
sheet,
just wasn't
does
as
it too.
easy to do as this. This one was way more apparent to me, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just do that."
Good, as long as it's easy to navigate.
Can I drag a spell over there? Sure can.
You can?
Good spot for, yeah, I just dragged Produce Flame over. It's a good spot for cantrips.
Nice. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think we'll all be discovering kind of what little things it does into it.
Oh, fuck me, I do.
Okay. Okay. It is currently the 20th of Flame Roll. It is roughly 9 in the evening. The dark moon hangs in the sky. It is approximately 11 days until the next full moon. You are in the Crooked Hills. What is it you all would like to do?
Have we had our? We're settling in for a rest right now, right?
That would be up to you all, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were camping right outside of where the portal shut.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Assuming you'll set up your, kind of normal-ish set of watches. I'm not going to have you run watches for the night. Everybody can
We have no bubble anymore.
Right, no bubble.
You do be correct. We ain't got no more bubble. Safety bubble.
Everybody can have a long rest.
Ah, yes, I need that. I might be
Yeah, you got a little Layla's got a little beat up during all that adventure.
It's a little slightly,
Yeah.
just stabbed once or twice. That's fine.
Just
Check
a
out
few
the
stabs.
custom rules.
64 hit points. I like the new, like the little, like the way the words are. I don't know, it just fits. Oh, and the double pictures, that's different. Shows you your
Yeah,
actual.
that might be. I don't know if that's because I have a mod that's supposed to show the portrait because that wasn't default, and I
Mhm.
don't know if that's now default and now it's just showing two pictures.
That looks kind of neat though. Like it shows the one in the chat setting, and then it shows you like your actual token.
Yeah, it's a little different thing. Is there anything special or in particular anybody wants to do on this evening?
I think so.
As is Durham's way, before the long rest, he'll cast Good Berry, give everybody a Good Berry, and
Okay,
Hell yeah.
a good berry is had.
You get a good berry. You get a good berry.
Zal, when you give us inspiring leader later, do you want to give it to the gnome and I can go without?
If you volunteer it that way, then yes.
Yeah, we'll do.
My steed and Basar aren't getting it.
That's fine.
Yeah. My currently griffin still. I haven't resummoned it, so it's a griffin.
As I'm in the evening taking notes for the killing of the hag, I think I'll ask Durham if her eradication, does it have a is this something that you and your folks were seeking out, or was it more of just her personal vendetta coming out in your direction?
no, we were not aware of her, much less seeking her or her kind, but she was clearly an affront to nature, and her disdain for the sisters was not surprising.
I'll nod and say, well, if our next path after returning this fella home takes us north again, if we have the opportunity, it might not be bad to share the good word that something that has been plaguing the wilds is no longer there.
Agreed.
Do you think the hills do you think they were primarily affected by her, or do you think some of their odd mysticism is going to linger beyond her?
I was wondering the same thing. Fortunately, we will now find the answer.
If her disappearing has a peculiar effect, I suppose, on this region, would we feel obligated to return and try to correct it in some capacity?
That is hard to say without knowing what the effect is. I figure we should give the land time to recover from her unwelcomed intrusions and see what springs forth. I suspect nature will find a way. It usually does.
I'll nod and go back to making a couple more notes. Was our plan after Karakara to head towards Miraz, to let them know about the army too, and then keep going north? Is that what we were doing?
As far as I can remember, yeah.
That sounds right. just
I
wanted
also
to make
believe
sure.
there was another weapons cache north of Maras that we
Yeah,
were going to
Yeah.
head to afterwards.
yeah. That sounds right. It's just been a little bit since we talked about it.
Okay.
But first things first, we got to get Mr. Glutton Belly back to Karakara.
Okay. Morning comes. The sun streaks over through the hills, begins burning any low-lying mists that have filled the land in the evening time. You can see from your current position, you don't see the lake, though you always know the direction where Karakara is from this distance, as you can still see the glow of the monolith throughout the evening and in the clouds in the sky during the day. Depending on the route you take and how high a hill you may travel upon, you might even see it hovering as you crest a tall hill and it returns to your vision once more. Is the plan just to head back to Karakar at this point?
Yeah, get this guy escorted home
Okay.
so another hag doesn't snatch him.
Oh, I have the game pause.
Did he tell us why he was here?
He did not.
Okay. I would inquire while we're walking.
Yeah,
I don't think
sure.
he did, but I thought the people put the notice out for him. They explained why he had left. I just don't remember why.
There are some that travel the hills in different ways. Abel says to you, well, I know it's not very safe out here, but if you have a heart for the exploring the unknown and the Constitution to stand up against those dangers, there's you could find a few things out here occasionally. It's not just the city where there's valuables. Let's see. He would have been prepped. Let me just roll to see. He says, I tried to grab what I'd found on my way out, but I mean everything I was all tied up and everything was moving so quickly. I unfortunately I left it behind, but those ciphers can be found out here in all sorts of places.
Did you did she catch you physically? I'm trying to understand how we came to you bound as you were.
Oh yeah. I mean, she easily overwhelmed me. I honestly, I'd heard some stories, over the years, but I never really put much stock in it. I mean, there's all sorts of weird things in the world, and who knows how much of it is really true. But I got a little turned around, and I was a little hungry. I'd misplaced my pack someplace. Something came at me in the fog. I wasn't sure what it was. You see, he's like rubbing his head, where he's been like cure wound and everything, but he has still like a lingering welt mark on his head. And as he's rubbing it, you see kind of a realization come to him. He's like, "Wait a minute, I think one of those things kicked me." And then, I don't know, it just was dark, and I woke up, and I was tied up. I mean, if you all hadn't come along, I'm pretty sure she was gonna eat me.
Yeah.
Wait, what? One of what things kicked you?
Well, those little, the guys with the boots and the mushrooms.
The red caps.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Right.
You weren't near any of those plants, were you?
I mean, I don't think so.
All right, everybody, stop. We're taking 10-minute break. I'm gonna ritually cast detect poison and disease.
Okay.
Everybody gets the sweep.
You find nobody is diseased.
All right. Okay, we're
Nobody's
good.
poisoned.
Wanted to make sure we ran into some pretty nasty plants before.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've never been afraid of a plant, but it makes sense. I've heard there's some big ones out there.
I've never been afraid of a plant. Never had a plant sneeze in my face, and it was going to fucking kill me in 2 days. Good for you. Good for you, buddy. He's still there. That's the good news. That's the good news. You're still batting 1,000 on plants that aren't trying to kill you.
Oh, hopefully it stays that way. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, you'll still have some time of travel. First day of travel in the hills. Let's have Zol roll a d12 to see if anything occurs in these hills as you're making your way back.
Big money, no whammy. Middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Okay. This day is relatively uneventful. Scattered clouds, mostly clear. Okay. You make it to around the edge of the river, and are able to make camp for the evening. Does anybody do anything particular on this day or evening?
Same routine in the evening. Good berry again. Everybody gets a
Good
good berry
berry.
before they go to sleep. Their good luck, good berry to carry with them throughout the
Yep.
next day.
Hell yeah.
Same inspiring leader each morning.
Okay.
Talking to spirits, but we don't have to RP yet.
Okay.
Just got pen pals.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm just going to do some check-in sendings.
Sure.
Just I'll start with. Well, we're headed to Karakara. Do we know someone in Karakara? Who did we message in Karakara? Whisper, your parents are in Bastion now.
I think we started spreading the word locally that about the army, but we didn't have a connection.
Yeah, there isn't there's no government in Karakara anymore.
Yeah.
So whether you want to try to message somebody, you run into there, but there doesn't seem to be there's no official in charge there. It's just
no, I just meant did we have a contact? Not even a government. Did we when we went to Karakara and found out this little man was missing?
No.
Okay.
Although I have somewhere I want to go when we get there. Maybe we can get a contact there, but that's obviously not the same.
Yeah, because you guys had went around talking to a bunch of people, trying to gather information. On things.
All right. start with my folks, see how things are over in Maras. Hey, we're gonna be heading back your way soon. Just gotta take someone back to Karakara. Hope all is well. Keep an eye out for that army I told you about.
You get a response back saying it's great news to hear that you're going to be stopping by. Things are well. There's there's concern about like a lot of undead spotting and activity just in the region, but things are okay.
Okay, all right. Things are starting to percolate over near Maras, apparently. And there's some undead activity. Make sure we get a message to Ragnarok and Firm. When's our check-in?
Saturday.
Saturdays. Okay. What day is today? Sunday.
Today,
Okay.
yeah, currently it is Sunday.
Although it's 10-day week, so I don't know what the other 3 days are. But that's
I couldn't tell you.
I love this game.
It's so easy.
This is actually second Sunday, which strangely enough comes before the first Saturday, so we're still good.
I'll check in with Baracus.
Yeah.
Hey, making our way to Karakara. Killed whatever that hag's name was. I've already forgotten, even though we said it literally not that long ago.
Soil rattle.
Oil rattle. That's
Soil
right. The
rattle,
wretched.
The wretched.
The wretched.
So
Well, the dead.
The currently deceased.
hag formerly known as. Just seeing how things are going there. Any potential movement from Albrecht or any of the children of the Darksire?
You get a response back saying things are as well as they can be here. No word of any cult activity. They seemingly are either still hiding from their defeat or are biding their time.
I think that's it for check-in for now.
Okay, cool. All right. And you wanted to would you have been able to do that? Okay. That was that part of the evening rest or on?
That'll be evening rest before the long rest.
Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure. Cool. You guys set up camp again once more. Set your watches. The night passes. Okay. Yeah, we'll say. Yeah, you want the outskirts of the city with a long day of travel. Yeah, you'll hit the city late evening, but will arrive back in Karakara. Kind of a hard march to just finish it today. You're not taking any exhaustion levels, but you all are physically tired from just having to like really hoof it to not have to camp back out again in the wilderness. The city lights are there in the evening. The monolith is obviously in very full view. It's bright amber, subtle purple, shine illuminates everything. You can see a lot of people as you're coming in are closing their shutters and putting up whatever blankets or sheets they have to just seal their windows a bit against the light so they can try to get some sleep. Very much as that you live in the northern hemispheres where it's like continual daytime, right? Arriving back in town, you see Abel Gluttonbelly looks to you all and says, "Well, I don't know what I can do to thank you, honestly, for saving me and making sure that, I got back safely and everything. I mean, I'm not too skilled with a sword. I mean, what can I do to pay you back?"
I mean, I don't think you need to do that. Actually, there is something you could do. If you wouldn't mind, I've heard of a place that I believe is here. I'm very interested in seeing. It's called the Bugbear Smile. Do you know where it is?
Hmm. Are you creating a place right now, Max?
This is the place that Zal told me his parents had founded when they moved to Karakara.
Oh, okay.
And I was
Yeah.
always reasonably sure it was in the part of the city that like fell into the earth, but he also didn't go in far enough because even when he like came back to check, the whole the sit rep on the place was fucked at the time.
Yeah,
It was
no,
right after everything happened.
not good. Okay. You see Ebold kind of tilts his head, looks at you a bit, and says, I mean, I know of it, but I mean, that's Monolith territory. I wouldn't go there. I mean, there's really nothing. I mean, unless you're trying to scavenge, in which case, good luck. But, yeah, I mean, I would just advise against it.
I'll kind of look over my shoulder at Zal and say, if you wanted to, we could go see what may be left behind.
Yeah, he smiles and just holds up a hand. I don't think that's necessary.
He'll nod and turn back and say, "Well, I do appreciate at least the information. That gives us, I think, some fair insight."
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if I see you over at Marathon, first round's on me, okay?
Very kind.
He shakes each of your larger than his hands in turn, and then you see him he kind of like turns around in a circle to see where he is, and he nods and then begins heading into the city.
All right. I mean, do we want to just head back out, or do you think we need to do anything here before we go?
Yeah, I think it's about time we see this cathedral to baking.
I don't think we need to do anything.
Yeah. Cathedral baking.
Cathedral of Big.
I will actually stop by like on the way out, I'll stop by the tavern, I think, and just leave a message for the Bugbear Smile was at the time being run by a family friend. So I will leave just a message like, if this person comes back through here. I think it's one of those things where Zal it suspects that Zal might have brought them back to life with the wish, but is kind of afraid of asking directly, so better to just assume that he did.
Okay.
But yeah, he just leaves just saying like basically like the directions to his house. His fucking shanty shack in
There's a key under the
Bastion.
mat.
Yeah, there's a key under the mat. There's probably some people squatting. It's got good bones.
Okay. The message is left. Um, do you all wish to, seek accommodation here in Karakar, or do you want to head out of the city and make camp?
I mean, we got in at night, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. Try and find some accommodation here. Set out in the morning.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Cool. You find Marathon does not have open rooms tonight, but you are recommended to visit. Essentially, it's like kind of like a flop house where just people who just don't have a better place to go are staying the evening. So there's a lot of people that, if they're lucky, they have a cot. Otherwise, there's blankets and whatnot and mats that they're just on the floor with. So the accommodations aren't great here currently, but it's inside. There's a nice stew and it's warm. The other thing is that it's very cheap. It's only 5 copper to stay here.
I'll just put a gold down. It's easier than making change.
Okay. They they look at you and they look at Basar and the Griffin. Griffin or Pegasus? The Griffin?
It's a griffin currently.
Yeah, Griffin, yeah. They look at that and say, we don't have any accommodation for beasts like this. Are they safe? They're not gonna bite anybody, right?
I mean,
Mine won't.
I'll put another gold down.
I
I
mean,
can't say he won't. I can assure you I'll be there to prevent all of it. You know what? Better yet, and he's just gonna look at Basar and be like, "I don't think this is gonna be the best idea tonight." He'd be like, "I'll call you back another bit, buddy."
And you loose him into the streets.
No.
Uh,
He puts him back in like his little pocket dragon dimension.
Oh, that's right.
I just look at the griffin and like point up. It's the mental command is go sit on the go sit on the roof, but you still have to do the pantomime of like letting him know, like, yeah, no, I'm giving him a command. Go.
Get out of here. Didn't we determine that your companion is not like they're not a familiar? Like you can't unsummon them. Like they are summoned and they remain until they are reduced to 0 hit points, until you use the feature to summon them again, or until
Yeah.
you die.
So we can unsummon them, but it's not going to be pleasant for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh
going to
my
like it.
god.
Yeah, he just exists. Like Basar exists, right? He's a
Yeah.
he's a very special kind of pet. But with the extra money, you hear them give some orders to someone, and they say there's a pen that we used to keep some pigs in that just opened up. And
That
you're
sounds wonderful. And Durham heads to the pen.
your money has bought 2 accommodation this evening. Okay, there's a look at this. Everyone, like, as they hear your griffin clattering on the roof, everyone's eyes just slowly start looking upward. As
Honestly,
there's
I think this will just increase your profile.
the groan of wood, and there's like dust, debris kind of falls down on a couple people.
Just think of the story, honestly, and he'll leave. If you want, I'll have him leave like 1 or 2 claw marks, and you'll
Yeah,
be able to tell everyone.
Just think of the story of the 2:30 a.m. roof collapse.
Oh my god.
You see, when you say that, actually, this person, they look at you and they start nodding. They go, "That's not a bad idea, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, one, the fifth season has stayed here.
Yeah, do you want us to like put handprints on the wall or something to like?
They like kind of like look around and they just point to a wall like, right there. Yeah.
Sign a register?
Yeah. Your names, hands. That'd be great. Yeah. Everybody, we're rechristening tonight. This is the Griffin's Rest.
You are good. I will admit that was a fine pivot. I
Put
get out
another
some
gold
like
on the counter.
I get out some charcoal and just start like doing an outline of my hand, like a children's outline.
I thought you were gonna like rub it on your palm.
Nah, I don't want to have to clean off my palm.
Or are you making a turkey?
Huh.
Put a little beak on the thumb. Orm loves it.
I'll be damned.
It hadn't occurred to me, but Zal definitely has a signature that he's worked out. He's never had to give autographs, but he's definitely worked out like a really good
awesome.
like Zal, and then the underline underneath it is like a filigreed like MOK mock.
That rules. I'll put my hand on the wall if they ask me to. It's fine.
Yeah. They'll happily, as the two of you do it, they begin looking at the rest of you like.
I've been eating chicken this whole time, so I was quiet. Like he'll do it.
Yeah, Durham draws a hand turkey on the wall.
Yeah, hell yeah. Cool. The fifth season has left a mark at the Griffin's Rest.
I will burn my handprint into the wall.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's
Very
cool.
cool.
Awesome.
That's the cool.
Yeah, that's hot as shit, actually.
Literally.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Throughout the evening here, you see people. People come up to you guys and like ask, like, hey, do you mind if I, they want to know like, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing next? Right? Like, what big adventure are you going on? People are just curious about your presence here, and they've up here they hear just whatever rumors are making their way around about you guys, right? People go up to where you've left your marks and like set their hand against it. You hear some people are like, "See, my hand's bigger than theirs." Other people are just excited to be, this close and everything like that. Your fame carries along with you even to this place. But eventually, the people in charge begin to kind of like usher people away and just say, "Hey, let them have some peace. They're here to stay and sleep like all the rest of you." And a lot of the people here, I mean, from actually staying here with like the downtrodden, I mean, you guys just garner a little bit better of a reputation, like a reputation increase, right? Like people are like, they're just like me for real, right? Like they're just like us, They
Aw.
may be heroes, but like they're not above, hanging out and talking to just regular people. Okay. The long rest is had. I assume the good berry, regular
Mhm.
10th HP,
Mhm.
stuff is going on. Morning
Yeah, I think
comes.
going forward, that will just be my standard, and I will just let people know if I don't have the spell slot for Goodberry, as opposed to saying it every long rest. So everyone, unless I say something, they can assume they have one Goodberry in the morning.
Hell yeah, works for me. Okay. Okay, that brings us to the 23rd of Flame Roll. Morning comes. A lot of people that you had spent the evening with, as you all gather yourselves and get ready to head out, a little crowd of them gathers around to wish you good luck on whatever journey you're taking, waving to you as you uh, move on. You guys came with a cart, I believe, here, cart and horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are retrieved. Where would you guys like to go from here?
Back on the road. Head towards Moras.
I
Feel
believe
like
that's the
I feel like
plan.
yeah. I think the road we know takes longer, but I think we can take the time.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Traveling on the road today. Whispers, if you can roll a d12 for me.
Sorry, I was muted. You said D20?
D12.
D12. 11.
Okay.
Come on, Draskar.
Okay. On an 11. Okay, your day is relatively uneventful in the morning. And in the afternoon, uh before you get to the bridge, uh you find a portion of the road where you see um, very clear signs of a struggle. Uh, you see there are a few blood splatters on the road. You see what looks to be like maybe some torn clothing or a bit of somebody's broken equipment. And you see uh, with collectively those of you that are very good at your passive skills and trained in survival, you're able to see that there's a trail of very clearly like broken brush and snap branches leading off of the path into the forest nearby. And you can see just a little bit more every now and then as you take just a few steps to see that a little more blood trail goes in that direction. Anybody who wants to actively do a survival check for me can do so.
Playlist. Oh
I'm
wow.
proficient in that.
Yeah, let's all take a swing. Why not? One of us will hit.
Oh my
There we
god.
go.
Ember Prime.
Some good shit in there, folks.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Durham and Laylis, you are the first. Sorry, Durham, Ember, and Laylis are the first to catch this. With the rest of you picking up and confirming smaller details to corroborate it. There was a group of people here, a variety of footsteps, panicked, fast movement heading off trail. Um, they seem to be followed by a second larger set of footprints. Um, Humanoid like feet. Definitely a like large creature. Something roughly the size of like a horse, maybe. The others seem to be like booted footsteps, so hard to tell any kind of race from this. Um, The odd thing about the larger footprints is, although they have a humanoid-like shape, they definitely have what looks to be like the telltale signs of like clawed toes that kind of dig in a bit. But there's a density to these footsteps, and they are following behind this other group. I'd say total there was probably you count at least 4 people, and then this larger one following.
This is a silly question, but if we look up at the trees, are there any branches that can indicate maybe how tall the pursuant might have been?
Oh, yeah, with those rolls for sure. Um, Whoever was pursuing them is likely to be like in the 10 to 12 foot tall area. You see, as you have to take a survey the area. You're not following directly, but you have to step in a bit to get a view of these details based on the branches and whatnot, the signs of their passing, yeah, pretty large. Yeah, very tall. Not giant sized, though.
Okay. And can we tell at all the time that has passed potentially between, like, be it a day or less?
Ooh,
Thinking of like if we've seen blood, like how dry is the blood, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. You wager, it hasn't rained, so nothing washed anything away. Based on the footprints, the blood marks and leavings, less than a day, easily less than a day.
I'm inclined to follow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I'll tie up our horses.
Okay. Horses and cart pulled off. Horses. I mean, would they have the cart? It's easy
Yeah.
to keep them. Yeah, keep them in place there. As long as they're not. Yeah. You're able to secure your cart and horses, and then begin following after this trail here. Just using your rolls that everyone had made. It's only maybe 100 feet into the forest that you find the first body. Um, Looks to be like a middle-aged human male. They have severe cuts on their body, and like two very large, deep slashes. One of them has cut so far deep in as to like almost split them.
Is his spirit nearby?
feeling for a spirit here. You sense confusion. It seems some element is still around this corpse, but it's very faint.
Sorry, guys. Talking to spirit isn't exact science, so I'm not getting much.
That's all right.
Can I tell anything about what creature did this by further examining the wounds?
You can give me a medicine check to see if you can determine anything additionally.
I can assist. I am trained in the medicine skill.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, very good. Not claw marks. It's definitely a weapon of some kind. Bladed, obviously, not blunted, something heavy, sharp. Either it's large or the creature carrying it is large, or both. On an 18, it's not enough to get an exact idea of the weapon used, but certainly it would narrow it down to anything that would make like heavy cuts.
Does it look like whatever cut this person down stopped to do anything with the body? Like, take stuff out of the pockets, or is it just cut down and then kept running?
Taking a looking around. You don't believe they stopped to do anything. You can actually see there's like a small, like they have their coin purse still on them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a robbery.
I guess I'll quickly search their possessions for any like identifying stuff, like letters or like ring stuff that would identify them as them
Yeah.
to somebody else.
Yeah.
I will
there's
also
n-
take this opportunity to cast Shillelagh.
Okay. Not a lot of. I mean, you don't find anything that's like personally identify. I mean, this person has very little on them. You find in the coin purse, there's about 20 silver, 15 copper. They have another small pouch that has like some very old rations, a little bit of dried fruit and meat in there.
I
They have
guess
a small dagger that is like still sheathed.
checking them over then, do they look like a I don't know, like a person that is like a city slicker on a path, or do they look like somebody that lives out here?
Hmm.
Just based off of like calluses, like
Yeah,
like how solid their clothing looks, or does it look like they were on the road and got chased off?
yeah. um, you'll get a baseline information, but also
Yeah.
give me a. I'll give you your choice: investigation or medicine.
I'll do investigation.
Nah.
Oh, you.
Well,
Oh my god.
Nice.
okay.
They are not like a city person. Looking at their clothing, not from Bastion. The fashion is more towards Karakara. They also could live in some of like the small homesteads or individual places people live out here. Definitely calloused hands. Someone who like it's clear like they've either worked the land or worked like a skill at some point in their
Yeah.
life. I'll say with your 29, you feel very confident. Like a big axe is what has made the wound marks on this person. At first, you think maybe a sword, but the lines aren't quite right for a sword. It's thicker, more immediate. And again, like the person with one of the wounds, like almost cleaved them in two. And you are very certain that like they were killed. One, it's likely the first. It's likely you think the first slice it almost cut them in half is what killed them, and then there's another like hit in the back. And then you look around and you can see those larger footsteps following, after the other remaining three sets as well. So they definitely nobody stopped to do anything to this body.
I will relay that information. I think Zal is doing like kind of stands up and almost does like the extending the arm motion, like chopping, especially because Zal is up a lot higher than anyone else and realizes like, oh, just says it was an axe. First one is what did it, and whoever did it didn't stop.
Let's go find it.
I can try and track those footprints.
Yeah, if you want to roll a survival check
Mhm.
to be actively tracking them. Okay, very good.
Nice.
7 into 20, so you're very good.
Sorry, I was muted. I can help with that.
Cool, yeah, you can have advantage on it. There's two of you working together. All right, even better. Cool. Durham and Whispers begin to take lead to catch where some of the footsteps, like they're together. You see one pair splits off, but the larger steps continue following the two, the what remains of the group. So you'll have a choice to follow the one set or continue following the two and their pursuer.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You have a choice to make. Do you want to follow the one set of footsteps that split away, or follow the group that remains?
I will present the option to the group, but say, I think we should follow the main trail here.
Yeah, if there's still folks to save, we should get to them first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Following further in. It's about a half hour until you begin to see. Sorry. Following this trail, it's about a half hour before the next clue presents itself.
I
You
will, during
can
that half hour, death ward myself.
death ward yourself. Okay, cool. You begin to hear sounds up ahead, and it's like this kind. It sounds almost like an animal. I'm gonna say bleating, right? Not bleeding, but bleating, right? Just making like very primal, kind of like guttural howls you can hear. You're not super close, but you're able to begin honing in on the direction here. It seems to be coming from the southeast from your current location. Following the... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna. Do we think it'd be of benefit to have someone sneak ahead and see what it is, or should we just handle it like we had it? Well, that would have been. Never mind. All at once.
I can
Jump in.
see ahead if that's what we want to do.
I'll
We
cast
can
Pass
sneak
Without a
ahead.
Trace on everybody.
Yeah.
And recast Shillelagh.
So good.
All right, we can sneak ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want if the group wants to sneak, everybody can roll stealth checks unless you want to send one, a scout or two.
Look at Whispers and be like, I mean, we could stay with them. We could both go. I think effectively, like us two is like the better option from keeping distance.
Why don't you scout ahead and report back what you find?
Yeah,
Where's
I don't want to ruin everything again.
Oh.
You never ruin
You
anything.
ruin nothing.
Look, I'm loud, I'm clanky. I know it. It's fine.
Also, Doug, I don't know if you're muted.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll be like, all right, well, you wanna go? Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
I'll go
and-
invisible.
Oh, while they do that, then we're like, just stay within like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you begin scouting ahead. If I can get stealth rolls from the two of you, you'll leave Durham's Pass Without Trace because you have to stay within 30 feet of Durham to gain that.
Yeah, I cast even another one. That says
Layla's
we left.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as long as
And-
yeah, okay, cool. That's what you meant by stay within 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah, and then I think I get advantage on this. I'm just trying to remember what it is that might give me advantage. So much shit.
Do you still have your ranger stuff for like in forests or whatever?
That's what I'm looking for. I don't remember what it's called.
Did you trade
Favored
that for
terrain.
power?
You're looking for
Uh,
favored terrain, I believe.
I have Deft Explorer.
That replaces favored terrain usually.
Yeah, okay.
It replaces your
No, that replaces
the
Natural
explorer.
I have favorite terrain somewhere, but I don't think it's on here. So I'm gonna just go with no. I don't get advantage on that, but either way, that's a 25.
Yeah, natural explorer is when you're like picking your terrain. So yeah, you have you have no you are every terrain's a favorite terrain.
Yep.
Okay. All right. 34 25. Okay, very good.
Come on,
And
expertise.
and then Whispers, you're invisible. Is it like
Yeah.
conditional or timed or anything?
I believe it's 1 hour. Let me see.
Is it the invisibility spell that you're casting?
It's the invisibility spell for sure.
If it's only a level 2 spell, then it's an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
1 hour.
Excellent.
Yep.
Incredible. The two of you move swiftly and silently through the wood towards this sound. Does the rest of the group, do you all stay where you are, or do you like very slowly make an approach?
I think we could be inching closer since we're planning on getting there anyway, but
Right.
moving at like quarter speed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. The two of you, you move probably like 1,000 feet away from the group towards this sound, and as you get closer, around 500 feet, and then around 300 feet, you begin to hear other sounds mixing in. The bleeding, the screaming kind of sound is definitely what's carrying, but you begin to hear the loud, like, thocking sound of something hitting a tree, like it's trying to fell it in some way. Around 300, then 200 feet in, you can begin to make out movement in the far distance. It's hard to see because there's still a lot of tree between you, but there's definitely something up ahead that's large and not hiding itself in any way. The sound of cracking wood is louder, but you can also hear like muffled, a different kind of muffled screaming underneath of it. You see something large, red, humanoid, but definitely not a human for sure. Within about 100 feet, you can get a glimpse of this thing and what's happening. There is a creature that can be best described as if a horse person without skin were walking upright. They're humanoid in shape. They don't have horse legs. They're bipedal in nature, and they're holding a very large metallic axe in their hand. In both their hands. This horse-like face, but with where their ears are, there's like horns instead of like traditional horse ears, and then these long, flappy, almost rabbit-like ears, like long ears that kind of come down. No skin on this creature. It's all just red muscle and this red ooze that kind of glistens on them. They scream again once more and bring the axe down on this log, and you see that they've been hacking into this log in a variety of places, and you can hear muffled screams coming from that log itself. Make a perception check, either one of you.
First attributes,
Oh, hey,
perception.
I'm personalized.
That's what I said.
Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
my god. So you
We
see,
got the same fucking.
so you see what had happened was.
You can't make out what it is they're saying, but just that there's likely something in this log that this creature is trying to get to. I will show you the image, which will show everyone the image as well. Do you guys see this?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. What the
Yeah, real sorry to bother you vibes coming off
Oh,
of this
God,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
See, I was thinking more Jersey Devil, but ugh.
He just looks so nervous. Look at his big old eyes. Like,
He
oh
does
no,
look-
sorry, sorry.
He does look nervous. It's true.
Guys, I did it
Wow.
again. I left the house without my skin. We gotta go back.
Oh my god.
I think I left the stove running.
All right, scouts. What do you do? That is the scene before you. That's what you see.
Just, I mean, I don't know exactly where fucking Whispers is, but I start like looking around slowly. Like, I know I'm not the only one seeing this shit.
You're not. I don't think we should take this out on ourselves.
Fuck no. Okay, let's. He's like, wait, can we draw? How do we describe this?
I think they can see it for themselves when we bring them back.
Yeah, but oh yeah, fair. But I just figured, you know. Okay, well, let's try to get them back up here.
There's a loud crack as a larger section of the log flings itself into the air.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah, let's head back. Let's head back.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Swiftly moving back takes a bit of time, but you guys both are quite quick. The rest of you, having slowly moved your way up, let's say it's only like an 800-foot run to get back to them in the meantime. All of you are grouped back together again.
Look at Whispers. General direction, if not person. Looks to the group. That's fucked.
Yeah, he seems to be hitting a log for some reason.
He?
It
Sorry, they.
What?
Bad.
Oh, what? Okay.
I'm trying to think of. I don't think I have anything to like show this. Like I don't think I have a spell for this.
Do I have my? Hold on 1 second.
Like we did great going there. We didn't get good on how to bring it back. All right.
I have to do disguise self, but it'll get me rid of invisibility. Fuck it, disguise self. I will appear as what I've seen.
And it's smashing a log.
Yeah? Question mark? It's talking or saying something. I'm not really too sure what was going on there.
So we
Can we
should.
roll Arcana or Nature checks to see if we know what this fucking thing is?
Yeah, you can roll Ancient Arcana for this.
Oh.
Features.
Oh no.
You. It's the intelligence ability check, correct?
Intelligence ability check. I think if you hit damage, it'll still roll the die.
Ah. Oh, nice.
Where's Ancient Arcana? Is under which
It's under your
Um,
features tab 3.
features?
Actually, that seems like a good one to put under favorites.
Oh,
Not for me.
It's not at the top of your other features.
Nope, I got
Nope.
Glacia, Acolyte, Phantom Rogue.
Oh, you know what? Whispers might not have this feature. Yes,
That's a good point.
I don't think he was
forgot.
around. Yeah,
I
don't think he
was
there when
not.
the thing-
Yeah.
yeah. That's what's missing from his sheet is this ability. So it's an intelligence check, but you are proficient in it.
Okay. Okay, investigation times +4. times 4.
Times
13.
okay. Okay. 13. Check these over here. Okay. Ember Prime is the only one who rolled high enough to trigger this memory. Knowledge from beyond rushes into your mind, Ember. This is a being known as a Kellersan, and I will spell that
Appreciate
Kelursan.
that.
I don't know, token selected, so it'll say me. Okay. These are they do stand nearly 9 feet tall, skinless, rippling with muscle, and embedded with strands of machinery. They are warriors from a never-ending war. These creatures are consumed with these creatures are built to they're from some war that had occurred at some point, and they are remnants of this. This war might have happened here. It could have happened in another world or dimension. they, if not killed correctly, they will just reform themselves. They are one of these creatures that have specific ways to be destroyed, as they were meant to be extremely durable. With the 22, the only way to end them without them reassembling themselves is they must die from, like, they must receive psychic damage from something. They can be injured through normal means, but they are very resistant to many things. They're designed to be extremely durable. They are they're very dangerous, as you can just see from the description that was given, as well as like the look of the disguise self. With the 22, I'll tell you, they'll also they also, because of the machinery that runs in them, they also can be harvested if defeated.
Gross.
Yeah, I will make sure to spell that out just in case.
Well,
I
guess
hope someone can attack their brain, because
I mean I can kinda.
perfect.
Well, no, but not really.
Can you or
I-
can't you?
I have never killed somebody by making fun of them too hard, so I don't know if I can do that.
Okay.
I mean, it's theoretically, anything is possible, but I would not hinge all of our hopes on my ability to make them feel bad so bad they die. Either way, we're gonna have to go handle it, right?
Yeah, as well try.
We may as well kick that off and then see if maybe you can hold it down, and I'll just
Wait, we saw the victims, right? Just confirming.
yeah. Did you see anyone?
Just a
It
thing
was-
attacking a log.
Oh, we should should we hurry?
Probably. 'Cause it
Definitely.
might keep going
Oh,
forward.
well, yeah.
We don't
Let's
know what
go.
it's
Let's
looking
go
for.
ahead and let.
All right, full speed ahead.
Oh, wait. Do we want to make it there? Like, this is Layla's. He's like, do we want to make it there so it doesn't run?
What?
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna run. It's a thing bred for war.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
not
gonna.
running, but like, so it doesn't make more progress before everybody can get there.
You should
Like, we can
hurry
run
as soon as
ahead and
possible.
like shoot it real quick, and like it'll draw its attention.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm gonna hop on this and
I run.
probably try to go up and go faster.
I'm off. I'm out. Bye.
Nice. And with that, he will recall Basar out and be like, "All right, Basar, take
Yeah.
off and follow them."
Once again, Basar's always here. You cannot
That's right. Sorry, I thought you
send
were
him
talking
in and
about
out
the
of any
Griffin.
place.
Sorry, I in my mind he was like, I was like, he's just talking about the Griffin. That's
Father, I
fine.
can sense you wish to abandon me.
No, child, no, child. I'm not gonna abandon you. Let's get
She
this.
would not like that.
Ooh,
Yeah, you right.
yeah.
It's not gonna happen, but like, you're right.
That's not chilling at all.
It's gonna
Yeah,
come mom on
seriously.
you.
Okay. You begin to make your way towards the creature. I will bring you all.
Along the way, I will once again cast Shillelagh, and I will also activate one of my symbiotic entities.
Hell yeah, I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool.
Right. It's all the sort of spores begin to cling to my body, and mushrooms grow out of my shoulders and arms and across the shield and across the staff. It's the thing that gives me the extra damage and also extra temporary hit points.
Yeah, all your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cody, I'm writing a note to make a griffin.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Also.
Hey, at least it's not just me.
Yeah,
But good news is we got a Periton.
we got a Periton.
We got a Periton. Okay. You are where you are on the map. You can. You are making your approach. You can feel free to arrange yourselves how you feel like you would be and where you might be. As described, this creature is. You don't see it like viciously hacking into this log anymore. It has its axe like on one shoulder, but you see the log is like splintered in front of it at this point. You also no longer hear any of the screams you were hearing before, the more softer ones that were more unintelligible for you. And this creature seems to just be like they are in the middle of like not turning towards you, but just like turning away from this log and like walking away from it. I
Not
know
swing. I'm gonna put that. in
you all
standard,
said
sorry.
you were running to get there quickly. Well, this thing does have a very good passive perception. Yeah, I mean, even though the passive without trace from you would still be up, if you're not like actively trying to stealth, it won't really do anything to help you for that. If everyone is in their positions, yeah, I think he's gonna notice Basar and Laylis coming into the forest. This guy actually has a quite high perception on him.
Where did Zal go?
I think he's on his mount.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. This thing notices Yubasar flying at the moment. Is that correct?
Yeah, 10 feet up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I think he
I
just
don't know how tall this
notices.
tree is.
I mean, I don't have an exact answer for that.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know how tall a tree is, right? That's how tall the trees are.
Yeah.
With his passive, I think he's gonna notice like your approach, but I don't know that he's like directly aware of anybody else. He turns. You see, like the head just kind of like turn into your direction, and he takes one step and then another step. I think he's kind of aware of you, but I don't know. Like, are you really just like running flat out to try to get here, just absolutely as
No,
fast as possible?
I put for like where he's at right now. He was running to get into like the center part of that tree. Like he climbed it and sitting in the tree branches.
Okay. I think in that case, he's probably aware of something has like come from that direction immediately. Then,
Mhm.
but if you're like have like gotten up into the tree, he might not know exactly where you are.
And then I have Basar basically like hovering above. Well, he's obviously got to be flapping, but like right above the tree branches and like the leaves and things at the top,
Yeah,
like hovering
gotcha.
right above it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Bassar would probably be like, honestly, these kind of forests, like easily 40 to 50 up if he's like above the leaves and whatnot.
Okay.
Okay, cool. He is beginning to move in, like he's beginning to move to you, though he doesn't know exactly where the two of you are.
Mhm.
I think it's just easier just to roll initiative just to see like what people are gonna do in the immediate here.
Oh my god, I did not get a horrible roll one time,
Hey.
but it don't matter. Everybody else already got higher than me.
Hey.
The one time I even roll good, everybody else does too. God damn it!
A
I was
big
so
20
close
in
to
there
not being
too.
last.
I would have loved that to be anywhere else.
Anybody your initiative? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm crossing my fingers that Horseman doesn't go last.
Oh my god,
He's last.
I do feel so bad for this man, given like the range on this team right now.
It's not good for anything. Okay. Vernier will set the tone for this encounter then. Apparently behind a little bit. You don't have like super clear vision through the trees of the guy, but you can certainly tell like there's definitely something up ahead.
Gotcha. If I move a little closer to the tree line and kind of squint for the red against the rest of the green background, am I still able to target him even with like cover?
Yeah, you'll still be able to target him. He will have some additional cover just
Gotcha.
from things being in the way, but yeah, you will be able to target him for sure.
Okay, dandy. All right. I rolled it a little while ago while we were walking in. My Rite of the Dawn has been cast. I don't think I'm going to cast that very big spell right now. Not yet.
Hmm.
So let's just shoot him once.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay. Is this undead?
Not undead,
Good to know.
just gross.
Just just fucking nasty.
Just gross.
And then I'll take another shot. Ooh, woo. Okay. I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay, good turn. Bolt slam into this creature. Let me just double check his chef. Yep. Okay. Bolt slam into him. You see some impact onto the body, but you see like where the little like where you know you've made impact. You see through the trees the muscle tissue beginning to just like knit itself back together again as it hefts its axe and like kind of leans in like it's about to charge forwards towards where these attacks are coming from. Excellent. Whispers.
Can I see him from where I'm at?
Yeah, he'll just have some cover.
Okay, cool. Bonus action study aim. Uh, Advantage.
Nice.
What cover?
Yee.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, yeah, I don't look. I don't think cover's gonna help him much.
Eh, maybe we'll see.
And then sneak attack. Where are you at? There you are. Damn.
God damn, dude.
26. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. 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 I was just double checking what kind of cover he's supposed to have, and every attack hit on that everyone is done. Okay, incredible.
Okay, something.
Okay. Okay, Zal,
I'm going to Bardic Inspiration to Durham. And because it's become my like go-to first round countermeasure, I'm going to just start casting Counter Charm on the off chance this thing does anything mentally.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like the kind that will, but things do be weird sometimes.
Things do be weird. Any movement atop your mount?
I think I have to move on. Oh, can I move? I can move while I'm mounted. I can move
Yeah,
on.
yeah. You'll have its speed on your turn.
I will just go up a ways.
Yeah, sure. How far up you want to be?
I think I'm gonna go about probably 15 feet up.
Okay.
And just sort of holding position here.
Okay, that'll be okay, cool.
I can move it to where I am on its turn. It's no problem.
Well, if you're mounted, it's your turn. It doesn't have its
I know. I'm saying
into-
it won't let me move its token at the moment.
Yeah,
until
probably.
it gets its turn, so I'll just catch it up to myself.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ember Prime.
All I know is that we are going for this thing, so I am full steam ahead. 30 feet. And that puts it well within range for me to huck a small ball of fire at it. Target it. Hit my favorite beer. Haha.
Ah, 14 will fortunately not do it.
Okay. The sheet will not automatically tell me if I hit or miss, even though I have the thing targeted. So that is good to know.
Does it show it in the chat card for you guys?
It does not.
Okay. It might be. It doesn't. It's not saying whether that's hidden or public information, but it does show me whether it's hitting or not.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Good.
That's it.
I rather kind of prefer it that way most of the time.
Mm.
Also, because it's showing what the AC of the creature is, and
Wow.
generally I don't want. I'm not always a fan of knowing that. Okay, cool, but that will miss. Strikes a tree nearby.
Burn the forest down.
Any bonus actions or anything else?
Nope. No, that's it for me.
Okay. All right, Lelas.
All right. So I haven't done this yet, so I'll do it. He is going to speak his word of power. Basic as it is. He made it worm hide, so he can't forget. And he's just gonna like rub the actual bow part of it, not the string, but like the actual handle. And he is using the bonus effect, so he'll gain his 25 and it'll replace Zal's.
Mm-hmm.
But roll a d10. I always have to reread this.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna roll the
the check.
d10 to see what element is chosen. I think if you hit other formula, that's what we've set to be the d10, or you can just roll the d10. It doesn't matter.
So I got a 4.
Okay.
So it's lightning.
And Brahan's lightning.
Okay, and then roll the attack. Here, I'm gonna use my favored. Where's it at? Favored foe that I have, the free
Mhm.
action one.
Mm-hmm.
Just making it there. And then available usage. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. 17 will not hit.
Okay. I could choose now and risk it. Don't think I get it.
Biscuit for the biscuit.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration for that one. Yeah, why not? It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, definitely hits.
So then roll the regular damage. Got that. 1d8 plus 5. Roll favored foe. And then, where is it at? Then the other formula for the 1d10 for the lightning damage that came through.
That's
Again.
1d8 is the
Yeah.
extra light damage. Yeah.
There we go. That's what I had set the other formula to.
Yep. Okay. Oh, cool.
So
Cool. Cool.
13 plus 1 plus 2. 16. Math.
Okay. Everything seems to impact him how you expect it to.
And then Basar. I had to reread this like 3 times. Basar's within 30 feet of me. He's able to use this on me when I make the attack. Got 1. Okay.
Okay. Hey, every little bit.
And then back at it again.
Lightning and fire. Were you using inspiration to re-roll? Is that
Yeah, reroll the first one and then took the
okay?
second attack
And this is
out.
your second attack. Okay, cool.
And then damage. Don't get the favorite foe on this one, but I do get this one. So this one's 16 damage as well.
Additional lightning. Okay, cool. That's a lot of damage.
And that is it. Yes, that is it.
Okay. In the trees, off the ground, high from this thing, but your position revealed during your attacks. Okay, Durham.
Okay. Durham will start charging towards this thing on the battlefield. That's 5, 10, 30. And to no one in particular, but everyone can hear Durham say at about this point, I have made better decisions, and I will use my action to dash. 10, 20, 30. And I will sort of brace myself as if I am expecting impact. And
Okay.
I will use a bonus action to cast Blade Ward on myself.
Very cool. And just so you know, Adam, there are lots of trees here in case you wanted
I see that.
in case you wanted to cast
One of the
Nature's
first
Wrath
things,
or whatever it was.
right, one of the first things I noticed. Thank you.
Just want to make sure we are both on the same page. There are
Yeah.
trees. Okay, the mount it goes on your turn. It's controlled by you, so it's not independent. Okay, the creature. A terrible bleeding noise reaches the sky as this thing cries out. You see as it raises its axe in one hand as it makes its charge. You see the other hand kind of makes a fist into your direction, Durham. You see like the machinery underneath the muscles like that are like mixed in with everything. You see a bunch of lights begin like building up on the arm, and there is a flash in the sky, and then a beam of energy strikes down from the heavens into the forest where you all are.
You all correction?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, as it activates its orbital strike.
What the fuck? We're fighting fucking sci-fi forces?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
Sean, you
It's,
realize
wait,
we're
let me
fighting we're fighting
check its name
sci-fi
again.
war.
Yep, orbital strike.
Somebody been playing Helldivers too?
Yeah, basically. So we're fighting a sci-fi war with bows and arrows while this man's pulling out machine guns and orbital lasers on us.
I mean,
Got it.
this we've been doing. Like, this isn't the first time.
Well, not only that, but let's not forget we are all also fucking magical creatures. So
Yeah, you are wildly competent magical
Yeah.
warriors.
Also, the defenders of my hometown have power armor, so
Yeah, they do have power. armor.
Bastion is
Yeah.
is protected by a bunch of automatons. That's fine.
Okay.
And we just unleashed a cyborg army on the world. So
yeah.
Yeah,
There
there's
is that
some.
too.
these elements. We haven't seen them like we haven't fought a sci-fi guy in a while. You know.
Yeah. The shocking part of this character is, in fact, the allies that are in space that are shooting down at us now. So
That is a good one. Yeah.
Well, I'll read you this because the flavor is just good. The Kellerson calls on a link to an ancient device whirling in the sky so high overhead it's impossible for creatures to sense. A beam extends from that device, touching down on a spot designated by the Kellerson. Cool. A huge
Save.
eruption explodes in the forest.
oh, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'll need
This land desolate.
yeah, just
Evaporate.
a detonation occurs. Cool. I'll need everyone to make it's a 60-foot radius, so if you're not beyond 60 foot in the sky, you will be caught in it.
So what you were telling me, Sean, was that I should have cast Wrath of Nature last turn because after this turn there will no longer
There are
be
no
trees
trees.
in this location.
Yeah, there might not be trees.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
okay.
deck save? Okay.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not a deck save.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah. If I
What
click
is
this,
I just assumed, given everything that I'm looking at.
Yeah. Actually, it could be better for most people. It's a Constitution save, DC 17.
Holy shit!
Hold on a second. Is this a magical effect?
It is not a magical effect.
Okay, let me
Is
read
it
my
something
crazy
I can
armor
use?
thing for a second.
Is it something I can use on Uncanny Dodge on?
It is not an attack either, right?
Okay.
That's like a melee or something, or weapon attack.
Yeah.
I'd argue that this is in fact a weapon attack.
It's not.
Just the casual.
It has a weapon that he could uncanny dodge. That is for certain.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for Bazaar.
Oh no!
Like all the fucking pets are about to get fucking decimated.
Yeah, it's okay.
I am going to use my reaction. We'll see if this pays off. I don't know what type of damage this is, but I am going to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay. Everybody satisfied with their rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to say yes.
Okay.
I'm
It's in
scared.
DC 17, right?
17. Con save
Okay.
17. Okay.
Okay. Then yes, I'm satisfied.
Oh, it's
Many
actually
dice.
kind of average damage here. Okay. DC 17. Anybody who passes will take half damage. Anybody who fails is going to take 30 points of force damage, and you are knocked prone. Your cover in the tree, Laylis, unfortunately, is blown apart into splinters. Did you make your save or fail your save?
I made a 21 with
A
blades.
21. Okay, then you are not like. Although you are gonna, you are gonna fall actually because you were in a tree.
Can I make a deck save to see if I land?
Vaporize.
Can I make a deck save to see if I land? Like, so I don't
Yeah.
go prone?
Also, the Griffin's gonna drop, presumably, being 15 feet up.
I think if they have I don't know if they have the hover ability. I think that prevents prone. But if they don't, then yeah, I think they fall prone because they're not magically afloat. They're like physically flying.
So Bazaar just died, effectively. He got hit with 30. He's 40 feet up because I did not expect a fucking orbital laser shot.
Hey, nobody
so he
nobody
hit
does.
fall damage from 40 feet plus after hitting
Yeah, how
prone.
much? Well, how much fall damage do I?
Okay, Laylis, you can make a deck save. I'll allow you a deck save, but it's with disadvantage.
Never mind.
13? 13's not going to cut it. Okay. Okay, so after the 30 damage, Laylis, or sorry, half if you pass, because it sounds like you did. Okay, it's 10 points of bludgeoning damage for the fall. And then Basar's going to take 17 because they were higher as they fall. And how far up was the Peryton?
15.
15? Okay, so that's just 1 really. 2 damage.
Okay, that's could be worse. I mean, it's
Um,
prone, but
Yeah. How did your save go?
I got an 18.
You got an 18. Okay, so you're not knocked prone. It's not prone. We'll say it takes the impact for you.
It just goes splat underneath me, like.
Oh my god.
Okay. The orbital strike detonates. The creature does indeed.
For some reason, my token is not popping up. Like, oh, never mind. It's because I'm on the wrong. No, I'm not. I can't. I can no longer interact with my token to, like, get my damage wheels or anything.
I'm gonna bring another one and put it next to you. Can you interact with that one?
No.
This one here.
Nope. I cannot. I can click on them and the light shifts, but then nothing happens.
What are you trying to get to?
I'm trying to take my damage.
If you double click, does it open your character sheet?
Yes.
Okay. If you right
I was
click,
just
does
hoping
it
to
open all
not-
the little options?
Right click what?
Your token. If you right click the token, that's when it should pop up with like, hey, here's your health, and here's if you want to put a status on yourself. Or...
Yes. Can
Okay.
I then, much like roll 20, just go -15. Enter.
That will do it.
Okay. My health bar did not move, but it shouldn't have because that was the 10.
That was the 10. Yeah, exactly.
That's just weird. I don't know why I suddenly no longer have control of my token.
I mean, I'm not
Because, like, I
sure.
can't move it, although it's not my turn, so I guess.
Yeah,
it's
you
fine.
shouldn't be able to move it because it's not your turn. But I mean, it sounds like you're able to interact with the token, so I'm not exactly sure like what it is that you're attempting to do. That you've described being able to right click it and see it work, double click on it and open the sheet. So I don't know what else you're trying to do to it. Because if you just left click on a token, it doesn't like do anything other than like select the token, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you're confusing Roll20's
I
function
might be.
with Foundry's function.
I might be right now.
Okay, that's its action. Actually, it's really fucking fast, isn't it? Yeah. Who's Durham, are you prone?
I am prone.
Okay, then yeah, it goes to you. I would have it rush to whoever's the first prone person. But it stands above you with the axe, but is not able to attack you. Okay, Rainier.
Okay. Kind of coughing dust. What the fuck was that?
Hey, good news is a lot less cover.
Actually, the cover only stood to benefit us. Like, okay. What is the perfect? Okay, we will take a bonus action to mark this creature that I now see within 30 feet of me. So that when I hit him, I do more damage. My eyes flare with divine light and light mist swirling around me. And where are you?
Definitely hits.
All right. Oh, I forgot to roll my little.
Oh, are you
Good.
amplifying it?
I think I. Nah.
It will give you advantage
no,
on
no.
this attack.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it. 19
Okay.
is fine. Did that hit?
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay, sorry, it doesn't have the thing that it used to that says it hit.
Yeah, the mod that automated stuff is not compatible with the new D&D system they have.
Okay. Sorry, my damage is not coming up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay.
That's a big hit.
And we will attack again.
Yep, definitely hits.
I love that you always hit, right? Like I love that. But you rolled a 6 and it turned into a 20.
Look,
I-
dice do
It's a
stuff
9, I'm
I
sometimes.
can do
sorry.
one thing. I can do one thing.
All this core competency.
Oh, that's so great, but it's
Uh,
so like
And
I
it's
feel for
20,
Sean.
26 damage.
Oh my god, is that
Yo.
right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Mark,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Mark,
You get a
put that Mark stink on it.
Woo.
yeah, a 10 on the damage. Holy
It's
cow.
nasty.
Yeah, he
Uh,
felt that.
All right, I'll shout back to Zol. I hope you got a killer one-liner coming up.
I'll
All
Thank you.
fuck.
That'll end my turn.
Okay, hell yeah. Durham, as you look up at this creature, you see the bolts where Rainier hit, like again, the muscles are already starting to try to knit themselves back together. It's not fast, but it's happening. Okay, Whispers.
right, bonus action, study aim. Oh, jeez, there we go. Hey,
27 for sure hits.
hey, and then sneak attack. There it is. Not bad, not bad.
19, very good. Okay. There's some it's always oozing a bit of red goo, but like there's like clear signs of wounds on this thing.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Zaur.
Vicious mockery, as is tradition. I switched to fucking goblin and just let out like an invective. Tell him in goblin he looks like a flayed scrotum strapped over a goat.
What? I'm just
Jesus
curious. What is the range
Christ.
on vicious mockery?
It's 60 feet, I'm pretty sure.
You, from where
It
you are
is.
currently, yeah, you were just in range to
I'm
hit him.
pretty sure I'm just within.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't want to.
Cody, you said it
Uh-huh.
like it was so casual,
Yeah.
but you just said one of the foulest things I've heard this
That's
week.
right. It's because it's in goblin. Everything's a little nastier in goblin. A lot less elegant.
That was just in your brain, buddy.
I don't know.
It does succeed. You see as the
Okay.
spell hits him. Durham, you can see more
silvery bar. Wait, silvery barbs. Yep.
silvery barbs. Okay. Durham, so close you can see this as you see kind of a spell effect hit the creature. You see blinks of machinery on that seem to kind of empower it against the magical effect, but another thing comes in to fuck with him. Okay. Okay, I'm selected. Wisdom save. Wowza. Okay. It's all right. It's silver. Okay, silvery barbs. Can you populate it? Because I haven't seen it in a little bit, and I want to see exactly. Yeah, I want to see exactly what it's saying. It has to do. Re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. Okay. Because it has it has advantage against the spell, which it nat 20'd. Then the silvery barbs makes it roll once more. It's not with advantage again. It's just another roll. But he did roll another nat 20 on it. So I'm
Okay.
Pretty sure that's how it's supposed to work. I don't take the lower of the original advantage.
Bonus action, another action, vicious mockery. Bonus action, I give myself the Zephyr legs, one charge down, vicious mockery again.
Okay.
Oh, the advantage will go to. I'm gonna go with Durham. Yeah, Durham. So
Okay.
Durham's got my advantage and a bardic inspiration.
Okay. It's not a nat 20, but he does roll higher
Okay.
than 18 on the save.
Yeah. I figured. I'm fucking trying. Just got the one thing I can do. I'm just back here swearing and fucking goblin, like stamping my feet on the ground.
Incredible. Any movement? You want to fly around a little bit?
No, I don't want to go back up.
Okay.
We're good.
You
We're
want-
gonna stay on the ground.
No more
Okay,
uppies.
No, I assume you and Griffin to like get up from prone.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ember Prime.
All right, did not appreciate that, so I am going to attempt to spread out. Still staying at some distance. I will walk over to here, and I will try to set him on fire again. We'll go with that for now.
I hate
Aim to hit.
I hate to be more specific about this. Can do you remember exactly where you started? I just need to see your precise movement line.
Oh, yeah. It actually does show me I was here.
Okay. Yeah, and if
I-
you're trying to skirt around, yeah, because we can kind of see exactly where you're pathing to.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Does it
Produce
make-
flame. Produce flame hits.
Damage. Normal damage.
Okay. Do you get your?
I do get a D8 to that.
Yeah, is in like your empowered divine strike or whatever.
Yep. This is radiant damage, however, instead of fire damage.
Okay. It all seems to be not good for him.
That's it.
Okay. All right, Leilas.
Let's see.
Actually,
Alright.
I'm sorry, real quick. Not that I
Yeah.
can do this turn, but the weapon he's holding in his hands, like, can I tell what that is?
It's a big fucking axe.
Okay,
Is what that is.
good enough.
Nice.
And although the orbital strike didn't knock you prone, you did fall and take fall damage, so you are prone currently, Leilas.
If I remember correctly, because I've had somebody explain this to me a couple times, prone doesn't give you disadvantage on attacks. It gives somebody else advantage on hitting you within 5 feet. Correct?
Yes.
I believe
you do get disadvantage.
I think
Yeah, the
I
creature
think-
has disadvantage on attack rolls. Bullet point 2.
yeah
Oh.
prone yeah.
Damn. Oh, that's fine. I'll just stand up.
Okay, cool. Just half movement, stand up.
Yeah. He's not moving. He's like, well, fuck it. You took my trees. I can't hide anymore, so I'll just plant my feet. Took the fucking trees. And fire away, fire away.
Yo, it's huge. A huge attack.
Oh my god.
Okay.
On these damage rolls.
Oh my
Okay.
god. And then hold on. Basari on the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's 13 plus 8. Oh yeah, and then where's it at? That's the other one that I needed. It has to be on the first hit. Favored foe. It keeps going until this creature's dead, so it just doesn't. If I re-roll it, it uses another usage. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Favorite foe. There we are. Oh, okay, I'll re-roll it. I'll fix the number in a second.
I don't know if it
Okay.
has a thing where it says like ignore like usage or don't consume. You know.
Back to 1. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
13 plus 8. Math. 21 plus 1, 22 plus 5, 27. That was the first attack.
Yeah, it's a big attack.
And then
Mm-hmm. 19 hits.
okay. Had my skirt. I'm anything but consistent. Well, wait, no.
Damn.
The word, that's backwards.
You're doing good.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, and then wait, bonus action. Layla's here. Spell books. What do I have here, real quick? The next time you make a range, I didn't think about this ahead of time. I won't take it back. It's fine.
Your
I'll use
Zephyr
bonus.
Strikes.
Well, Zephyr Strike or Lightning Arrow, because I've been meaning to
Mm.
use Lightning Arrow for so long.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Oh.
I'll use bonus action. Bazaar, he's like, I love you, but he has a fucking laser or whatever that thing was. Fire beam from the sky?
Skyfire.
Yes, Skyfire. There we go. He's like, before any other fuckery happens, get in there and bite him. Let him have it. And he was just have Bazaar just, yeah.
I like that it's permission. You're like, get in there, bud. Get after it. Just go fucking sicko mode.
Ooh, don't think so.
17 hits.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Basar's head starts snapping away at the creature. They have a hard time like getting through the thick muscle. They're doing damage, but it seems to be quite durable.
fair. I just love that he got all 4s plus the 4.
Yeah, he did good. He did good.
Yeah. You're doing great, bud. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Very good. Although this thing is like oozing a weird blood, it is also bloodied.
It's bloodied.
Bloodied. Yeah, it just means it's weakened, right? Its health
okay.
is low. Durham.
Durham will prop himself up, and as he is getting back to his feet, he will say, "The sisters are not amused by your sky trinkets," and the mushrooms and growths that you've seen on his body are growing even larger now. The buckler on his left arm is actually merging into his arm, as the Staff of the Woodlands is merging into his right arm as he casts Guardian of Nature on himself and
Nice.
takes the Great Tree form.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool as shit.
With his action, he will cast Booming Blade. And then will, oh my god, which one of these fucking things is it? Hold on a second. God
Yeah,
damn
like
it.
I wish you guys could see his sheet to see the madness that he has done.
Okay, that's right. So I don't have Symbiotic Entity anymore, but I do have Advantage.
25 for sure hits.
Yeah. And let me just roll damage on that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that is it for Durham's turn.
Okay, that's a big shillelagh smack. Okay, your mount goes with you. Okay, you see the wounds on the creature begin to knit together.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you have a question or?
I was thinking about doing something. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, okay. Is it to like make him save because he's close to you for like weird spore
Yes,
things?
that's exactly what I was thinking about. But I want to save that reaction because I don't know what's coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love your like cool tree form. It's not weird at all. It's very cool. Okay. Hey, you know what's fun? We get to roll to see if his orbital strike recharges. It does not.
you said we get to what?
His orbital strike recharges, but he didn't roll the right number.
Good.
Cool.
Delete it.
He sees like your tree form erupting, your thickening hide and bark body, and he begins to swing the axe, but once more puts that hand towards you, and his arm like fully contorts into what looks like a Mega Man like cannon, right? It starts charging up with heat and energy. And he launches a death ray at you.
Okay.
With your tree form, this might be very easy for you because it's a Constitution save. It's
Okay,
DC 17.
You've got a bardic
certainly
inspiration in
helpful.
the tank.
Yeah. What is the die for that bardic inspiration?
D10,
All right.
and you reroll ones and twos the first time.
DC.
That's a 17.
Mhm.
Adam, you take no damage,
Oh,
but you would have taken 81 force damage.
oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
fuck!
That would have been a significant amount of damage.
It would have been significant, but
Yeah.
your tree form protects you.
That is right. The sisters have my back.
You see, there's like scorch marks on your bark where the beam hit, but as the light fades and your bark kind of cools down, your form is too thick and too strong. You are truly blessed this day.
I may be renaming the spell the Thickening.
The
Oh,
Crazy.
wow!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see his head snap to kind of like look around. A loud bleeding noise comes out as he makes a move to rush.
He is in
this-
difficult terrain because of my tree form.
Yeah, the tree form has a aura.
Oh, okay. How big is the aura?
15
It's a
feet.
15-foot radius,
15 foot of
and
difficult.
it's just my
terrain.
enemies.
Okay, and it's just difficult terrain, not weird movement reductions.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. That okay, cool. He has still the speed to get where he wants to be. But you see like the ground grab and rip and vines and roots try to tangle him he has these like the bones in his feet are exposed, right, with the muscle around them, and you can see those claws like digging and ripping in. He's able to move, but I mean you saw it was definitely having still the effect. But he has moved, and Basar and your booming blade stuff goes off. Basar can take actually Basar
Cannot.
because on your turn he used his reaction, which is also his turn.
Yes.
So yeah, he won't
Right.
have that.
And I still have a reaction, so I can attack him in addition to the booming blade thing going off, correct?
Sounds that way to me.
Okay, so that's the Oh, actually, I don't need to attack with that because that already. I just need to roll the damage for that. So that's the booming blade damage, and then
Okay.
my attack is. Good lord. Yes. And that's advantage because of the tree form, which doesn't do me any good.
And that will not hit.
Right. Okay. Excellent.
Okay. Very cool. And just as a note for those, everybody can see the guy. As his like arm reforms back to the arm, like you see that like cannon, like there's a tremendous amount of like heat venting that occurred afterwards, and that arm is still kind of like steaming a bit from it, but it is like fully back into his like weird muscly form. Okay, he has moved, but that is all he can do. Rainier.
Okay, there we go. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna mark him once more, and
Hey.
Yo, yo!
Okay.
That 20's huge.
Well,
okay,
That's gonna be a
okay.
bad day for him.
26 critical.
oh my
Ah!
god.
Holy
Jesus.
Christ. 38 damage. Is that all the damage?
That's all of it.
Holy
my first
cow.
attack.
For the first attack. Now, for my second turn. That is a huge
Fucking
impact on this
railgun.
guy. Yeah.
Oh, just in the brain. Okay, where is?
Big hit once more. 27 definitely goes.
Okay, all right.
Just
That feels good.
Casual 15.
Casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of sparks and smoke coming out from portions of his body where you've hit.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Whispers.
All right. Bonus action steady aim. Hey. Thank
30
you.
will do it. 30 will do it.
Who's missing? Not me.
13. Okay.
Sneak attack. Oh. 17.
Very good. More sparks starting to come out. You see like a whole section of his shoulder is just ignited on fire.
Yeah,
Any
that's my
bonus
turn.
action? Okay. Oh, sorry. Your bonus action is a steady aim.
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Zol.
You already know.
Okay.
You know,
Wisdom
I've realized,
save.
like, I think the problem with like Sean's enemies now is the fact that it has to run at one of us. And like majority of the people who have the range, it has to get next to them to be
Yeah,
able to
it's-
hit them.
Yeah, it's not good for a lot of stuff. That's a failure.
Yes.
Mhm.
Stonks.
Hey, 5 psychic damage. Cool. You all see the like healing effect begin to halt, and then the bloody ooze just begins coming out much more fluidly.
Bonus action, do it again.
Mhm.
Oh my god. That's a nat 20.
Hmm.
I should be making attacks with these nat 20s I'm getting.
No, thank you.
You know what? You know what? I got some psychic damage through. I'm not gonna get greedy. I'll let it ride.
You did
Okay,
great. You did great.
The regeneration is halted. Okay. Any movement or anything?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Ember Prime.
I do not like that this thing is trying to close in on my friends. 1, 2, 3. I will position myself in front of Vernier, as roughly as between it and him as I can get. And I will see if I can prevent him from doing anything useful by trying to force him to drop his weapon.
Ooh, heat metal. Okay. Okay. Takes the damage when you cast. Okay, so roll the damage.
With heat metal, he can choose to drop it, and if he does, he does not take damage.
It's physical. He's holding the and well, it's the holding it and takes damage. Then they must succeed to drop. So it's gonna take the damage. So roll the damage, and then it's whether or not it like drops, and then it can, I guess, choose to.
Nice.
Okay. Right. Holding the object and takes damage, must succeed con or drop the object if it can. Okay, so it's got to do a con save. And what's your DC?
My
spells?
DC is 17.
17. That's an 18.
Okay.
Which just means that it'll have disadvantage on its attacks.
Yeah. It's gonna hold on to the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah, if the orbital strike recharged, then maybe it would have dropped it, but it's gonna try to hang on to it. But you can see like the muscles on the hands that are holding it are like just like burning in its grip. It's definitely not doing a good thing for it. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Laylis.
Nice. Okay. So we're gonna double check my distance. We're good. We're gonna roll this one. This. Wait, no, let me read this spell real quick. Double check how I'm reading this. Okay, I am gonna use lightning arrow.
Okay.
I had to just see if it was saying do it first and then do the damage or what. But so do the roll.
Yeah, you gotta cast this first, and then it's the next attack you make.
Okay.
Okay, 24 will hit.
And then next time you make an attack, yep. So we're just going.
Okay, the lightning arrow.
48 originally, so I guess since it didn't separate it, was 6, 7, 13, 14, 16 damage, and then if it makes the DC save, it will not take 7 more.
Uh,
13.
well, that's each creature. The secondary effect is an AOE, so he doesn't take any additional damage from it, right? Because there's the hit on the creature, that's the 4d8, and then the hit around for creatures around it, right? Now that creatures around it is Ember and Rainier and Basar, because it's within 10 feet of target, right? And the target's not one side of the thing; it's the entire creature's the target, right?
Okay,
So it's actually Rainier, Ember, and Basar that have to make the deck
I read
save.
that wrong. It's a 13 though, so like I have so much faith in everybody.
Yep. So Rainier, Ember, and Basar. It's a deck save DC 13. Cool. And it looks like it's half for that. So what? That's 7 damage for the AOE. Okay. Cool. Looks like everybody takes half. Actually, Ember has to still roll.
Oh, sorry. What am I doing? Con save?
Deck save.
Zoned out a second. Ooh, Dex.
So with that,
not great on that.
because that was on that attack, the first attack of such and such.
Ooh. I will use an inspiration and reroll that.
Okay.
And was it a 7 total or 7 halved?
It's 7 halved.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's about as good as I'm getting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh.
It's it's
Do you
DC
want
30.
one more?
No,
Okay.
no, I have no bonus at all to deck save, so
Oh,
or I have a small bonus to deck save.
A small bonus. Okay. So Rainier and Bassar take half of 7. That's 3, and then Ember, you take the 7. Lightning damage.
Lightning damage. Okay.
so this is 4 damage from favored foe on top of whatever it just took,
Okay.
and then 1 more damage from Bazaar's infused strike,
Okay.
and then second shot.
Second attack.
No, because I forgot the where's. Sorry.
You do get your. Oh, I'm sorry. I think the damage you rolled was just your lightning damage, but you didn't roll your weapon attack and the worm lightning damage. That is
Yes.
I believe stir. Oh, sorry. You lost your temp HP, so the cowl doesn't work anymore. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't get those additional lightning from the elemental bow.
But I would no, because the lightning arrow says it
The lightning arrow is different than your worm hide bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't get the basic damage in general when I use a lightning arrow. That replaces that.
You should still get your weapons damage, right? You make the attack as normal. The target takes 4d8 lightning damage on a hit. Oh, sorry, instead of the weapon's normal damage.
Yeah,
So
okay.
no, you did it. Everything you did was correct. Yeah. But you because you lost the temp HP from the chromatic
That's
effect.
okay, though.
Hey.
Hey, we like a nat 20.
Yeah.
And then 14.
Okay.
And
How does Leyless defeat this immortal warrior from another time?
the lightning arrow aiming for the metal arm, like where it was already like probably looks to be like separating blowing fuses and whatnot. Lightning arrow going through the shoulder, and then once it realizes its arm probably is almost off, if not blown off, the second arrow going straight down through the mouth, down the tongue, and splitting the tongue in half.
Terrible. It makes a bleeding roar as it turns to your direction as the arrow strikes into its mouth. There's a kind of a wheezing sound as this arrow is lodged in its mouth and throat. It takes like a lumbering step and then just collapses hard onto the burnt forest floor. And its regeneration does not kick in, and it is unmade.
Huh.
I landed that fucking vicious mockery.
Oh, God.
That's so top tier. I love it.
Incredible. Combat comes to an end. You are left here in the smoldering crater that was this section of the forest, victorious.
Durham walks out into this clearing just to let the sun hit his branches for the length of time that he still has them.
Oh.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. You've never felt like you're here absorbing the sun rays. Like a little bird comes down, lands, tweets a little bit, looks at you.
Yes, tweet, indeed.
Takes a crap and then flies away.
Appropriate.
Oh,
Guess
I am not going to use a potion on Bazaar. I'm just going to reuse Drake Companion and reconstitute Bazaar in the spot he's standing in.
Hell yeah. You see his heads begin twisting and he kind of sheds his skin like a reptile, just becoming molting, and his new form is there, healed and ready to go.
Yeah. Not creepy at all.
You have the form of the beast laying on the ground defeated. Um, Durham, as you are closest in this little clearing here, absorbing the actually kind of absorbing the sun rays. I don't know if you're really paying much attention.
Probably not right now.
Um, is the log that he was cutting and that was screaming, is it still here?
The what remains of the log is there. It's severe, like almost all of it is cracked inward.
Okay. I'd like to come over here and look.
Okay. You see the pulverized remains of two individuals. They seemingly were hiding in the log that the creature was attacking.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, were not gotten to in time, and their bodies are there amongst the rubble.
Okay. Hey, are we in any sort of shape to be bringing any of these folks back? I mean, do we have means, or do we think it's reasonable?
Are there spirits here?
Oh, that's right.
I will roll to see if their spirits are here.
I expect it's been more than a minute since they passed, so
There
even if
are
they-
traces of what remains, but like their full spirits are not here.
Okay. Well, I can't ask what they want done with their bodies, but we can assume they want a burial.
Uh, if that's what Whisper says, I'll nod and pull out my shovel and I'll start digging.
Oh yeah. Takes a bit of time, but you're able to make graves for these two individuals.
Uh, As my form drops, I'll start going through the pockets of the two individuals.
can I tell how long they've been gone?
I mean, definitely more than a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's however long it was you guys were discussing, like the travel of like get back to our group and then discussing what you should do and then traveling back. I mean, all told, it could have been like 5 or 10 minutes, right?
Gotcha.
Um,
I mean, I can bring them back. It'll be expensive, but we are headed to Maras.
I can extend that time if we want to see if there are holy people in Maras that are also capable.
I think we should just let them rest.
I mean, I can ask them tomorrow.
But
Uh,
there's beauty in the one life that they lived. We don't have to bring them back.
Yeah, but what if they want to come back? What if they didn't want to die like that? What if they had stuff they still wanted to do?
But
To be
they
fair,
live their life as they would.
they did
There's
get trapped.
I think
I
if we have the opportunity, maybe we should try asking them. And I'm sure Whisper, some of them may say they're prepared to rest, but just in case.
I'm just saying, Kalimvor? Oh, I forgot my god's name. Kalimvor.
Kalimvor.
There it is. Thank you. Their judgment is up to Kalimvor. They don't necessarily have to be brought back. There's an afterlife for them, and that shouldn't be outweighed by their necessarily being back.
I'm not. I mean, I'm saying ask them so that they can make that choice. I mean,
If
But we're robbing them of an afterlife potentially.
how am I robbing them? They're still gonna die again. And if they're enjoying where they are, they can just be like, "Nah, I'm good, thanks." Okay, bury you then, or
It's just
whatever their ritual is. These are humans, right?
They are humans, yeah. They look to be. I mean, they're pretty messed up from like their position that they were in.
So-
They appear to be male. It's hard to really judge much beyond that. Durham, were you still gonna check their pockets?
Yep.
Okay.
I know it's a violent death, but this is where they were supposed to be. This is how they were supposed to die.
Why though?
Supposed to?
Yeah, there's fate. That's how I know it's rough, but this is what Kalimvor determined is supposed to happen.
And so
Fuck
if
that.
we, if
I
we
died
just-
twice.
Whispers. How do we know they worship Kalimvor?
They don't necessarily have to worship Kalimvor, but he'll decide what is supposed to happen for them in the afterlife.
I don't believe
Do it.
that's the way
He
it
can make
works.
that. Yeah, they or he or however that works, they can do that. But I'm saying just ask.
Also, so there is no confusion. If I die, please do everything you can to bring me back.
I think, Whispers, I think you have a good point, but I think if we have the opportunity to ask them, I don't see any harm in checking.
It's just we're also concerned about bringing them back, but what about the life they lived? It was beautiful, and their death horrible, sure, but fate
None of that
determines.
changes.
Sorry.
I said none of that changes. They still live that life. I'm not. None of that is changing. The only thing that happens is maybe they get to do more beautiful things in life. Or maybe they tell me, nah, I love this afterlife. It's pretty great.
I agree with what you say, but there's just mm, it's just not what I believe.
I'll bet it feels more difficult to consider this and invite these spirits back when you have a connection as you do to those who've already passed.
All right.
I just want to understand, in your experience, Whispers, as a medium of a fashion, is there something that maybe those of us who haven't died or have died under different circumstances ought to know about Kalimvor or how it is that people experience death or time after life more appropriately.
The afterlife isn't the same as death. Even if you died a horrible death, the afterlife is something to be embraced. There's just, it's hard to explain, but we're all meant to die at some point. We don't necessarily have to be brought back. There's just, it's just not within my practice to bring people back. It's in my being that it's important to help them move on.
Well, why don't we, if we're going to take the time to speak with them anyway, why don't we ask if there is, maybe we can prioritize, if this makes you more comfortable, asking questions about what they may be leaving behind that they may have regret for.
And that's us to those who are still living to help them process that. Not necessarily so they can continue on. Death is a natural part of life.
Okay,
We
have
should
you ever
embrace it.
died?
I haven't, but
Because I've
It
done it
is-
twice,
It
and it
is
sucked
bad.
both times.
should it
And
come to that, I
I
need. Sorry, go ahead.
I went to my afterlife. I stood before the Stone Lord twice, and both times I came back here. That's my call. That's my right. I mean, somebody had to do the calling, sure, to bring me back, but I came back because I wanted to. And someone gave me that option. You can talk about we're all meant to die, but none of us know if that's the death. If I was supposed to die the first time, well, Zal wouldn't be here right now. Because Zal would have died and stayed dead. Because I wouldn't have been there to bring him, and you didn't meet Firm, but Firm would have be dead.
Cal would be dead like 7 times.
I only brought you back one, maybe twice, once.
It does make me feel better to know I contributed to bringing you back the second time.
I'm just saying, death is something that should be embraced. It happens to all of us, even if it ends early. There's a beauty to it.
I've died. There's not a beauty to it.
Yeah.
One time I turned into dust. That wasn't
hold on.
beautiful.
What the fuck?
Hold on, I understand that there's personal experience naturally, but let's not be unjust to a sincerely held belief. It may be the case that the instances we have experienced death have been terrible and awful and have been good enough reasons to return. But
Yeah,
let's
I'm not going to take a lecture on the beauty of life and death from someone who's never experienced half of it.
Well,
I'm
to come to
right
it,
away.
I want you to know that it's Kalimvor's wish that if I die, I die.
And we will honor that wish.
Thank you.
I think all we are trying to do now is figure out what these two believed and what their beliefs say about their wishes. Surely we should respect their desires just as we are respecting your wishes should you fall, as I expect you all will respect mine if I fall.
I just believe it's against the God's will to try and do to try and undo what has been done.
That's all right. Maybe getting to speak to them would be beneficial anyway, as Durham pointed out. If any of them have requests for remains, if they choose to leave them, then we ought to bury them right. Are we all right taking the time that it would be required to do all that work?
That'll help you.
Where'd it go? On the 2 corpses, gentle repose. Gentle repose.
Oh, Adam, you're so good with details. The Atropos would have risen these people at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was going to get to it after the casting of Gentle Repose, but I guess this will cement this decision. I'm going to go and try to pull down what may remain of the flayed ones. Bring them over.
The big guy, you mean? Is that what you mean?
No, the ones we've passed on our way here, the corpses we found already.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah, if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get everybody together.
Okay. All right. There's one corpse back by the road you bring by, and then the other right. Like there were another set of footsteps that went. They kind of obviously they split and were not chased after. So who knows where they ended
Okay.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Gotcha.
it might be worth it to trace that back and see if we can find who that was.
With that one, sorry, I was gonna ask us for like the majority of them, but we came in the direction they came running in, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So orbital fucking lasers. I think border was like right here, right? Can I go to the edge of the fucking incinerated ground and look for some traces?
I mean, you like the where they split was much further away from here.
Oh,
So
okay.
like you can retrack where they split from. And it's I mean it's honestly it's up to you whether or not you want to try to follow that trail, right?
I probably would, but he's gonna wait for like the whole thing here to get handled before just like diverting away.
Yeah, because this is still like midday. That this has happened.
That's a gentle repose for the 3rd body.
For the other one as well. Okay. I assume you have the copper for this. Right?
I do.
Speaking of which, in these pockets, you find on one person they have 11 silver and 11 copper. The other person has 14 silver and 7 copper. One of them is carrying. I rolled for it. One of them in one of the pockets, like opposite of. It's what remains of one of the pockets is. It looks to be just like an animal tooth.
Mhm.
Kind of smooth, something that somebody would like. It's smooth from like someone like nervously rubbing their hands on it. You know what I mean? And the other has an oddity on them. You find in one of the pockets a string of like a synth. It's called synth. It's like a the kind of like odd metal, right? Not like traditional sorts of metals. This material is just made into a necklace, and there's a just a little chunk of metal hanging on the end, so it's an amulet. Was in their pocket, but it has that strange, like otherworldly sensation, like you know it to be connected to the weird cipher stuff. It itself is not a cipher; it is an oddity, which is different.
Is there? It sounds like no, but is there anything on either of these people that identifies who they are?
No, yeah, they don't have papers or letters or
Right,
anything on
gotcha.
them.
No photo ID.
Yeah, no photo ID, no government, social security or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Make me an ancient arcana check from like picking up the oddity.
I don't have that skill.
Oh, then just it's an intelligence check that you were proficient with.
Okay.
14. Cool. Yeah, this is a simple oddity. It's an amulet that, when worn, will project holographic images of fish swimming around you.
Very cool. I will wrap these objects up in. Oh, I say I'll wrap them up. Do I have anything to wrap them up in? Oh. I will take just like a piece of their tattered clothing and use it to wrap these objects up along with the coin and put them in my pack.
Okay. Easily done. Do you do anything with the slightly oozing remains?
You said we can harvest it, right?
It has enough machinery inside its body, and it's large enough that it can be harvested.
Well, fuck it. Start taking some. Got to put my mage mask on for this for the dirty work.
For the dirty work. Okay. This is also Ancient Arcana, so I'll just roll an intelligence check. You are proficient with it.
Mm.
16. Okay. Okay. Fuck is this?
Love to hear that.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I love that there's still things that Sean's just like, I've never seen this shit. Never heard
I
of this.
don't know. I do not know what this is. Okay. Definitely not that. That you can't have yet, I don't think.
Mhm.
Maybe soon, but I don't know about
Are you
that.
sure I can't have it?
I'm pretty well now. You already have weird legs, dude.
Yeah.
Can we be aware of what it is at least?
No.
I think I'm qualified. I got weird legs.
You do have
Yeah,
weird,
exactly.
You got weird legs. Okay, let me take a look at this. Oh, okay. All right, then I need to find. Okay. You do harvest. You harvest one cipher out of it. The personal environmental field. It is a disc-like device that can be worn on a belt or carried in a pack. When it is activated as an action, it creates an aura of temperature and breathable atmosphere that will sustain a human or similar creature safely for 1 day. The aura extends just a few inches from your skin. If you are subject to an attack that inflicts fire or cold damage, you have resistance against that attack, and then the cipher burns out prematurely. So it looks like it will provide you with breathable air for a day, as well as like you probably won't be subjected to like temperature extremes, and then provides you this damage resistance.
It's basically a pocket personal field.
Kinda, yeah.
Hmm.
Let me look up this thing.
Come here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. All right. Okay. You recover a piece of sorry, you pull from it and a piece of iron flesh.
Oh no.
This
Come on, get up here.
this is the storm heart.
Ooh.
No.
Oh God.
This
Oh,
crackling
God.
it does require attunement.
Uh-huh.
This
Mm.
crackling sphere is implanted directly into your chest, where it
Uh.
subsumes and partly replaces your heart,
Yeah.
dropping you to
Naturally.
0 hit points and requiring you to start making death saves until you stabilize or receive healing.
Mhm.
Oh my
Um,
god.
If the implant successfully takes, then a portion of the sphere remains visible, crackling and shining, like
Mm.
Tony
Okay.
fucking Stark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
The Storm
Sorry.
Heart has 6 charges and regains 1d6 charges daily at dawn. When one charge is expended as a bonus action when you attack with a melee weapon or your hands, the attack deals an additional 3d8 lightning damage.
oh my. That's nice.
Holy fuck.
And wait, how often is that 3d8?
You
On every
expend
roll?
one charge and use a
It's
bonus
a
action, and
charge,
it
so
has 6 charges, and so recharges. So
Okay.
you could use it quite a bit,
Okay.
but it requires melee weapon or fists.
Can
Yes.
you do it after you know that you hit, or do you have to do it before you know that you hit?
it's a setup.
When you attack with the melee weapon, so it's it's when you're attacking, so you don't know if you're hitting or not at that point, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, well fuck. Yeah, I'm like holding this up at arm. Like I got the other thing, it's nice. I just strap it onto my belt. Then there's this fucking thing.
What's it, Durham? Looks like he could use it.
No, thank you. The
Hey.
sisters put me together just fine.
Come on. Go.
Maybe I mean we can sit on this one.
Go.
Yeah, don't really think that a rash decision making with that one is gonna do anyone any good.
I mean the legs worked out. Swimming.
Legs,
It's just-
I mean, we're
you
so
can live
dangerously
without your
close
legs.
to having a Theseus's Zal situation.
I
Yeah.
mean I'm not much one for swinging or I mean I could claw, but that's not.
And
Not the right.
I was gonna ask if we could put this in Basar, except Basar uses his bite.
And also Basark needs to be able to attune to
This
it.
is true as well. This does as well.
Right. Well, I'll put this right next to the thing that straps onto the brain, and we'll keep it. We'll keep those two safe together next to each other.
Interesting.
Zol, I gave you the Stormheart and the personal environment since you're the one
Yeah.
that recovered it.
Well, should we
Sounds kind of nice.
make camp so that we can speak to the deceased tomorrow?
I think so.
Okay. It's a little. It'd be pretty difficult to get the cart and horses like this far into the forest. I mean, it's pretty early in the day. You spent time. You might be able to bring it this deep in. So I don't know if you want to like attempt that and try to camp here, or you want to like move closer to the cart, right? Like, you know, I don't know how you want to handle all that.
I guess we could move closer to the cart because we can just take the bodies with us and bury them elsewhere if they choose to be buried.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So there's not really a point in staying here. We can head back to the road.
I do
Uh,
want to try to follow the path that led off to the side for a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say when we start headed back, Laylis is like, all right, so can we just go look for the other one? Or do we as like player or people know that there was another one that broke off, or do we have to search for that?
We
I
know there
remember
was
how that
another
was-
trail.
Okay, yeah. So this is like when we get to that spot around that spot, it's like, you might want to go.
Oh, you are getting way. Whoa.
He's the
Yeah.
Iron Flesh
Yeah,
now.
Might be.
you fragged all the fuck out.
He's installed the
Sorry.
Stormheart.
All right, what about now?
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're just saying that you
want
want to follow the trail.
Yeah. He was like, he's gonna ask like, does anybody else want to go?
I will search with you.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, he's got to be alive, right? And if he's running with them, maybe he knew them.
As the rest of you begin setting up camp just off the road a little bit, I'll take a survival roll from Durham and Laylis. Or if you're both trained, if you want to help one another to get advantage.
I was going to ask about nature. I don't know how nature would work in this.
It'd be survival's like the tracking aspect of stuff.
Okay.
Are you
yeah, I'm
coming
not
with us,
trained in that.
Whispers?
Oh yeah, I want to go along too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. I thought I heard somebody say they were going to offer me some help, but I don't know that that is the case.
Yeah, I unfortunately can't offer
Okay.
help. I'm coming along
Roll
in case
straight.
we find something, but
Pretty good
I
roll.
do not be trained in survival.
I can't even get fucking close to that.
Okay. And Doug, it did sound like you said you wanted to go. Is that right?
I was helping Durham, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you are going with them then. Okay. So that leaves Ember and Rainier
Carrying bodies.
to carry bodies and make camp as the four of you go looking. Okay.
That sounds fine.
No problem.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. 28 is very good. I mean, you have a clear line on this trail. This person is like, they're not attempting to hide where they're going. It's very clear they're in a panic. You come to a section, maybe like a few, basically like a roughly 1,000 feet. Like again, this is not in the same direction that you went. So you're going, off the path here. It's clear that they like stopped at some point,
Mm-hmm.
and then the path continues on, and your roll is high enough to keep catching this. Let's see, where do they end up? Okay. 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 It takes a while, and evening is approaching. The trail leads you to a cave. 28 survival. The four of you are here as well. Anybody who's trained in nature can roll for me.
Yeah, boy. I got expertise in that one.
Mhm.
Can you roll that for me, Sean? I'm not at my
sh-
computer.
I sure can, sir. Nature.
I will assist Layla in
assist.
that.
Okay. That's a 19 on the die for a 28. For your nature. It's incredible. Okay. Okay. This trail leads you to a cave, and you see like Lelis holds up a hand, right, to like kind of hold you for a moment. Basar kind of sniffs around a bit. Lelis, you just observe the environment. Something is like a little off here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're noticing the patterns of movement around this cave. The trail leads like towards here, but you're seeing movement of like animal movement around here, and seeing the like clear signs of like inhabitation around here. Some like animals live in this cave. With a 28, oh boy, what? Where are these things?
Come on.
Think of see like where I know what animal it should be in here. I don't think it's like added into the game. I'm scrolling through the animals I have to see if I can find it. But honestly, we're a little bit over. I will end the session on you finding this cave, seeing that the person like has clearly gone into this cave, but you're seeing that this cave is not empty. Creatures live in here. It shows signs of it's not a bear, but they're like bears, but they tend to be more territorial than that. And we'll just end session with I'll look to find the creature, but we'll end session with like you finding the cave and basically discovering like this person has like gone like what's the phrase, out of the frying pan in the oven or something like that.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Into the, yeah, they've gone from one danger to another unwittingly.
Sean, I will.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense to give you this option now. Given the circumstance we find ourselves in, Durham's definitely going to start using the Staff of the Woodlands to cast Animal Friendship.
Okay. Cool.
And I don't know if that's something that we like. I completely understand it's late. We can wait till next week, but I also just wanted to mention that as the plan, just because if you were, I didn't want you to have to spend a bunch of time coming up with an encounter if it turns out I'm just going to charm a bunch of animals and that's going to be the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I don't know what that spell is or does.
Okay.
It is essentially like Charm Beast, or is it
Yeah,
less than that, more than that?
Here, I can't. I'm just gonna have to copy it and paste it because with these new sheet, it's not letting me. And the duration's 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Yep. Just wanted to put it on your radar screen.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Lelis, with your 28 nature, this is a Ravage Bear cave.
The fuck is that?
The fuck?
Rabbit.
A Ravage Bear.
Ravage.
They hunt entirely by smell. They are blind and nearly deaf, but it tracks and senses prey easily. Protective of its young and always hungry for fresh meat.
I'm looking for this bear. And how come this bear don't exist, Sean? I'm scared.
Because it doesn't exist in D&D.
Well, and like
Oh.
that solves the animal friendship problem because if it
Yep.
can't see or hear me, like the spell won't have any effect.
It must see and hear you. Oh God. Okay.
Good.
Hey Adam, I didn't pick that on purpose.
No, yeah, no,
Just-
I understand. Yeah, absolutely.
I just, I did not suddenly do this to try to get you. I didn't know that was the spell. Okay. Okay, yeah, you have come across a Ravage Bear cave.
Oh, nice. Sean said, I'm just gonna be preemptive and just make sure you guys don't have to worry about it. They blind and deaf.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening in that cave, but I rolled to determine what was happening, where that guy was going. It was an animal's cave. Cool. Okay. Incredible. Surviving death beam